Wi-Fi battle. This is actually a battle with my roommate. He started getting into the competitive battling recently, and I was like, yeah, dude, try it out. And he got him some pokes together, and yeah, he's learning. So it's gonna be a few misplays in this match, but it'll I owe it to him because he's my roommate. So yeah, here we go. We'll start this battle right now. So he sent out his Archeops. It's a suicide lead one too, by the way. I'm gonna send out Garfield. You guys probably seen Garfield before. I'm gonna go for the fake out. I actually probably should have went for the U-turn in this situation, but I was like, well, let me get a little bit of extra damage, and I actually do go for the U-turn right here, and then I swap out from this Archeops, knowing that it's probably gonna stealth rocks, and then I'm gonna go to my my Crustal because obviously it's time to set up entry hazards. So it's like a little process in the Pokemon battle. You know what I'm saying? It's entry hazards, and then just sweep the shit out of your opponent's team. So he goes to stealth rocks, and then he goes for the taunt, and I was being so dumb, and I actually fell for it. So I was like, oh, you shitbag. So he actually switches out to his Lantern, and actually, just to give you a heads up, I don't know if this thing can actually know Head Smash. I actually tried to use this guy online, but he apparently can't learn it, or it's not legal, or some shit. You have to get like I don't know, it's some event. But I go to my Regice knowing that this thing is probably going to special attack or go for like a Toxic, and it goes for the Scald, and it does not too much damage. This Regice is really special defensive as fuck though, so you gotta love my Popsicle. And then it goes to Scald, and it does the same, it's just reoccurring damage. And basically, I'm just gonna get a Toxic in this thing and just protect, but apparently I miss, so my Regice is just taking hits like a fucking frozen Popsicle, and I'm not gonna tolerate it with this protect. So he's gonna go to Scald, and he does not get the attack. So yeah, basically, Regice is not really a big role in this battle for me. It's just kind of like just basically a wall, just an obstacle in the way. That's all this Pokemon is. So I'm going for the Toxic finally, which is kind of pointless at this point. I could have been Ice Beaming this whole damn time, and probably would have killed this Lantern, but nah, fortunately I don't do that. But yeah, he's poisoned, so we both pretty much die at the same time here in a minute, but yeah, we're just going to take continuous damage, and yeah, screw that Lantern. They just take poison damage, and man, Lantern, I think this thing was actually spexed, to be honest, so yeah, it's not too shabby. But knowing this thing's probably going to outrun my Crustal, I actually get my Stealth Rocks up, and I'm really just not really caring about my walls. Basically, both these guys, the Regice and Crustal, are my walls, so yeah, it's pretty damn, depressing, but, I'm going to get over it one day. So yeah, his Lantern's pretty much dead, and yeah, it's gone, so floor is empty right now, and Garfield's gonna come back out. He's all rested up. He's ready to battle again. So he's gonna go to his Archeops, and this thing that's great with his Stealth Rocks because he has got Defeatist. So obviously it's his only ability, but I'm not too worried about this thing attacking because it's obviously it's not gonna be faster than my fat ass cat here. So I'm gonna U-turn, and I could have probably went for return. Honestly, it's probably the smartest thing I could have done, but I wanted to save this thing for later, so I decided to go back to another Pokemon, and I was choosing a Pokemon, and I was like, well, my Malamar can seem like it can take out his Pokemon, so, because basically the score's tied right now. It's, sorry, I had to stretch, but, it's basically 4-4 right now, and I'll tell you one thing, these Malamars are pretty damn powerful. I've never used one, and I know why he's one of the top Pokemon in you. He is a freaking beast, I'm telling you. Not the best in stats, but I will say, that contrary really helps that superpower and shit. And plus Sticky Web, jeez. This thing is fucking overrated. It should be, at least. But go for the superpower, even though I know it's poison. But I'm going to get that attack and defense boost, which works out really nicely on me. And I'm behind a substitute, and then he goes for the gunk shot and throws that trash can at my little substitute there. And he's going to fade it off. And yeah, I'm not too worried about this muck, knowing I can kill it easily with the Psycho Cut. But I actually go for another substitute, knowing that that gunk shot's eventually going to miss because that thing has horrible accuracy. So yeah, I'm just going to take some damage and just see if the trash can misses. This guy's getting pissed off like a little bully in high school. I'm going to throw this trash can, but I'm not going to tolerate it. So I'm just going to continue with my Squid Buddy here to go for a substitute. So yeah, I'm knowing that he will eventually miss, but if he doesn't, which he does, but if it didn't miss, I would probably end up going for the Psycho Cut, to get some damage off. But I do go for the Psycho Cut. I'm behind a substitute, and the reason why I did that is because I can now take any attack he does next Pokemon, and I can easily just kill him with whatever I have. Because I got Psycho Cut, believe this thing is a knockoff, and yeah, definitely superpower, so yeah, that's great. But he does go to Sand Slash, so smart for him. He's pretty good, honestly, for not really doing this tier before, and he's new to the game, or competitive battling. Not new to Pokemon, but, you know. So yeah, he's doing a pretty decent job, obviously, so he's going to go for this Earthquake. He's going to take out the substitute really nicely. Or actually, no, he doesn't take the substitute out. My bad. I was like, damn. You think Earthquake stab with Sand Slash would take it out, but I guess that superpower really helped me with the substitute. So I didn't expect that to happen, so I actually go for the Psycho Cut. It does not kill the Sand Slash. Sand Slash is pretty damn bulky, so it's just you're gonna have to hit him in the face, because the back of Sand Slash is not some shit you want to be touching, So yeah, I'm basically just gonna say screw it. I'm gonna kill the Sand Slash. Go ahead and go for it, because substitute could help me, but it's all good. So he actually withdraws, and he goes to his Pyroar, and I actually he has the nerve. I don't care about that, but I actually do go for the substitute, and I was like, because I guess could have took that Earthquake, but I didn't think he'd switch out. So he had a pretty good play right here. I actually think this is the best play he did the whole battle. Goes for Hyper Voice, and I actually did not fucking know that it could go past your substitute. I did not know that. I knew like Encore and Roar and Whirlwind could, but I forgot that Hyper Voice could do that shit. He actually knew something I didn't know. I was really surprised. I was like, damn, that shit sucked. I had a really good sweep going on. So he actually switches out though back to his Sand Slash, which I'm guessing it was for Death Fodder, and I'm gonna go for my substitute again on this Miss Magius, or Miss Magius, whatever the hell it's called. It's a witch, so you know what it is. And I'm actually gonna just stay in the substitute, because this Miss Magius has really frail defense, so I don't really want to. I want to take it really nicely. So I'm figuring that Pyroar is either Spexed or Scarfed. So yeah, I'm just gonna play it safe for the moment. But he actually does go back to his Pyroar, and I'm guessing he's gonna go for he can't go for the Hyper Voice, because I obviously have a Ghost type. So I'm actually looking pretty good right now. Does go for the Fire Blast, and it does end up taking out my substitute, but then again, I do have Thunderbolt in this thing, so I can easily take this thing out. So he does get paralyzed, the Parahax, which really does blow, so that actually kind of helps me a lot, because he actually probably could have took out my Miss Magius with that Fire Blast, and could have probably swept out my fastest Pokemon on my team, but unfortunately he gets Parahax and it kind of fucks him over. So yeah, basically looking really well, and it's got the Executor, and I'm just going to destroy this thing now. I think this is a Harvest set Executor he was using on me, I don't know. But I go for Substitute again, thinking it's going to Leech Seed or something, but nah, he goes for a Substitute as well. So I was like, oh shit, well, that's cool. We got some two dolls in the field, fighting each other. That's decent. I can deal with this. But basically, it's a good game from now. I'm just going to finish him off, because he's got nothing else to use, and Miss Maggie's is a threat to this thing, so it was a really good game. I actually, he's my roommate, and we've both been playing Pokemon since we were 8 years old, and we go a long ways back, and I actually wouldn't have probably started doing this Wi-Fi battling if it wasn't for, him needing a roommate months ago. It's probably about 3 or 4 months, so yeah, I actually kind of do owe him, for letting me move in with him. I really, appreciate it. But yeah, we had a good battle. He's going to get better, hopefully. He'll probably start his own Twitter and start his own battles as well. Maybe his own channel, I don't know. So yeah, you guys stay tuned, and thanks for watching, and yeah, see y'all. Thanks.